is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player one.
Yeah!
Player two. Player three. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories. 1960s sports legends. Which century? Book titles. Brit Speak. Monopoly. And Elementary. Player one, where do we start? Between May of 1965 and March of 1967, he defended his heavyweight boxing title an amazing 9 times. Okay, player one. That's correct. Player one. The most points a player has scored in an NFL game in the last 50 years is 36 by this Bears halfback on December 12th, 1965. Okay, player one. That's correct. We return to you. It's the Daily Double. You are currently in the lead. How much? And the clue. In the 1960s, 2 NBA players won MVP awards 4 times. Wilt Chamberlain and this Boston Celtics center. Congratulations, you're still in first, player one. Player one, back to... In 1963, she appeared in her first Wimbledon singles title match under her maiden name, Moffat. Player one. Yes. You get to pick it. On August 1st, 1964, this man, nicknamed Big Daddy, became the first in drag racing history to exceed 200 miles per hour. Let's hear it, player one. That's it. You again, player one. Columbus reached South America for the first time. It's player two. That's it. Player two. John Smith came to Virginia to help found the Jamestown colony. Yes, player one. Good. A lot of clues. Jimmy?
Andrew Meikle invented the first threshing machine in this century.
It's player one. That is correct. Player one. The last emperor of China was forced to abdicate at the age of 6. Yes, player two. That is correct. Player two. The Magna Carta was signed, establishing a standard for the rule of law. It's player one. That's it. Okay, let's get back into this. Player one. Hemingway got the title for this 1926 novel from Ecclesiastes. It's player three. That is correct. All right, let's get Dickens. Let's see. Martin Sweetledew? No. Martin Sweetleback? No, I've got it. Martin this. It's player one. Right. Player 1, Shakespeare's Sonnet 30 says, I summon up this, which became the title of a Proust work. Yes, Player 1? That's right, way to go! Player 1, Faulkner was using Dark House as a novel title, but there was something about the light in this month. Yes, Player 3? Correct. Player 3, James Jones considered Old Soldiers Never Die as a title for his World War II novel, but settled on this from a Kipling line. It's Player 2. Good. Where do we begin, Player 2? Fancy a cuppa, love? Cuppa is a cup of this. Yes, Player 1? That is correct. All right, let's get this brand name has become a noun and a verb for vacuum. Let's hear it, Player 2. Right you are. Where do we begin? While Americans put gas in their cars, the British put in this 6-letter equivalent. It's Player 2. Yes. Player 2. This term for an electrical outlet sounds like a presentations program from Microsoft. Let's hear it, Player 1. Right. All right, let's get... As they have a tendency to burst open in the frying pan, sausages are popularly called these. Okay, Player 3. You got it. Player 3, you start us off. A classic PBS Kids series that taught reading shared its name with this Monopoly utility. Let's hear it, Player 2. That's it. Player 2. Each time a player passes go, he collects this salary. Okay, Player 3. Hey, you're right. Player 3. A question mark is on the space in which you draw one of these cards. Player 3. Correct. Player 3. Tokens that are household items include the iron and this sewing accessory. Let's hear it, Player 2. That is correct. A lot of clues. A railroad and an avenue are both named for this state. Player 1. That's correct. Where do we begin, Player 1? The Bible tells us of this element being beaten into plates, cut into wires, and worked into the clothing worn by Aaron. Okay, Player 2. Right. A lot of clues. Pu. But this element, 238, doesn't stink. It powers pacemakers. Yes, Player 3? That is correct. Player 3. I know Bernard Courtois discovered this element in 1811. Let's hear it, Player 3. Good. Player 3. The Kennedy Space Center has used this gas, atomic number 54, in high-intensity lights for night landings. It's Player 2. Yes. And now the $1,000 clue. This ductile, non-radioactive element has an atomic weight of 26.98. Okay, player 2. Good. Player 3 will select first in Double Jeopardy right after this. Clues are worth $400 to $2,000 in these categories. Oscars Wilde. Under the Sea. From Page to Screen. Sea Life. U.S. History. And Hello, Delhi. Okay, let's get back into this. Player 3, you make the next selection as we continue. We liked her. We really liked her when this actress won for Places in the Heart in 1985. Okay, player 1. Hey, you're right. Player 1. In 1992, proving he could keep up with the younger crowd, he did one-armed push-ups accepting his City Slickers Oscar. Player 1. That is correct. Player 1. He's the SNL guy, and you're not, who opened the 1988 show with, "Good evening, Hollywood phonies." He never hosted again. Let's hear it, player 1. Player 1, back to you for our next selection. This American Beauty nominee nearly had a pregnant pause at the 2000 show. She was due with her fourth at any moment. Let's hear it, player 1. Yes. Select again. Disney sued the Academy for unflattering use of this character after a 1989 duet with her and Rob Lowe. Player 2. You are correct. Where do we begin, player 2? We're flying past 10,000 feet on our way to this. The altitude will maintain en route 35,000 feet. It's player 3. That's right. Way to go. All right, let's get back into this. Sarah will present this clue.
Ledger lines are for notes that don't fit on the five-line staff. Like this note that can be shown one line below the treble staff or one line above the bass staff.
Player 2. That's correct. A lot of clues. The modern Hebrew and Arabic alphabets consist only of this type of letter. Yes, player 2. We return to you, player 2. It's the South American national capital city that fits the category. It's player 3. You are correct. Player 3, found in South Africa in 1905, this 3,106 carat diamond went to Amsterdam for cutting. It's player 1. Good for you. Player 1, where do we start? 69 years apart, Lillian Gish and Demi Moore got an A for effort for starring in films based on this classic novel. It's player 2. Correct. Player 2, you start. The film A&P is based on a story by this Rabbit Run author. Okay, player one. Yes. Player one, where do we start? Oh, Rochester. William Hurt was in the 1996 version of this oft-filmed Bronte classic. Okay, player one. You again, player one. Marilyn Monroe longed to play Grushenka in the 1958 film of this Dostoevsky saga, but Maria Schell got the part. Player two. All right, let's get back into this. Fitzgerald didn't finish this novel, so screenwriter Harold Pinter had to come up with an ending for the 1976 film. Player three. You got it. Player three, make a selection, please, as we continue. This herring-like pizza fish is attracted by light, so it's fished at night. Player one. That is correct. Player one, you start us off. And I'll hand it off to Sarah.
Sad to say, walruses as well as elephants were often hunted to get this valuable material.
Player two. You are correct. All right, let's get back into this. Player two has control of the board. The skin of an octopus contains cells called chromatophores that allow it to do this when excited. Yes, player two. Player two, you pick again, please. Shovel, slipper, and spiny are species of this creature of the order Decapoda. It's player one. Yes. A lot of clues, a lot of categories. Player one, make a selection. This white whale related to the narwhal is the only whale that can bend its neck. Player three. Good. Player three, make a selection, please, as we continue. On August 21st, 1959, it became our 50th state. Player one. Good. Player one, you start. In 1963, he spoke of his dream that his children would one day not be judged by the color of their skin. Yes, player three. Player three, you start us off. It's the period from 1920 to 1933 when alcoholic beverages were illegal. Yes, player three. Good. Player three, you pick again, please. And I'll hand it off to Jimmy.
This U.S. company introduced the first TV dinner in 1954.
Let's hear it, player one. Good. Player one, you start. Excellent. The first of the two daily doubles. You are in the lead right now. Okay, here is the clue. Stephen Douglas proposed the act that repealed the Missouri Compromise and created Kansas and this territory. That puts you even further ahead. You again, player one.
I think I'll just have a nosh, a bagel, cream cheese, and the Nova Scotia type of this.
Okay, player three. Correct. Okay, let's get back into this. I'll have one of these city omelets stuffed with ham, onions, and green peppers. It's player 2. Okay, let's get back into this. Player 2, you make the next selection as we continue. The second daily double. You're in second now, but with an opportunity to catch up a bit. Decide on your wager, player 2. Answer? Someone passed me this noodle pudding filled with raisins and nuts. That's correct. You again, player 2. It's a good night for one of these Jewish turnovers with a meat or potato filling. It's player 3. Right you are. Now let's take a look at that $2,000 clue, shall we? Something smells fishy. Must be this chopped fish patty mixed with crumbs and eggs and served cold in a jellied broth. Okay, player 3. Yes. Looks like you'll all be moving on to Final Jeopardy after this break. This is the Final Jeopardy category. The sea. What are you going to wager? And the clue reads, national seas include the Irish, the Philippine, and this one bordered to its west by Iceland. What did you put as your response? How much do you add to the total with that correct response? And your response? And that correct response will add? And your response? And that correct response will add? Congratulations, player 1. You are our new champion. So long.